Right, g'day everyone. Let's try this again. For anyone that didn't join yesterday, I tried to do a live and the internet decided it was going to have a fit and just did not work properly. So what I'm doing today is tethering off my phone and hopefully that's a better connection. Just throw in the comments if it isn't and we'll go from there. I'll try and figure something out. Hey Roku, what's up with Shiba? Who knows? I haven't actually looked into Shiba, to be honest with you. It's, from what I believe, it just started off as another dog coin, another meme coin. One of those ones with terrible fundamentals. But it's what now, top 10? I don't know what's happening. I think they are slowly merging into gaming and doing a few other sort of cryptocurrency related projects, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's, look, for anyone that is in it, I hope you make a lot of money. I would be locking in profits because, you know, coins with crappy fundamentals don't tend to last long. But I like to think about, I think about it like this. If that was, if that was a share market, right? Would you invest in that? No way. No way in hell. I definitely wouldn't, and I hope most other people wouldn't. But that's, unfortunately, that's what's happening with these meme coins. They have, we could rant about it all day, but at the end of the day, look, I hope people are making money off it. Well done. But yeah, I would suggest considering taking profits and running. Hey Winston, how you doing? Is the internet working all right? Let me know. I hope so. All right, so that's enough rant for Shiba coin. Let's jump into Bitcoin. Now, weekly. We did have a bit of a sell-off yesterday. I have no idea what caused that sell-off. I haven't really looked at the news. I sort of, what did I do? So yeah, I had a look at the charts this morning, seen that they were all ruined pretty much by that sell-off yesterday. All right, so Mona, how are you doing? So you're saying it's cutting out again. We'll see. Hopefully not. Yeah, so Bitcoin is going through that pullback. The daily, yeah, we did create that high low. I spoke about it yesterday. I was a bit wary of breaking this level on the daily, and we did get the daily close below that level. So that's a good sign that we may be getting a change in direction on Bitcoin. I hope not. The 2-day is still valid. It's in that cradle zone. We do have a small candle there. The trend isn't great, but it's there. The weekly's still, super bullish. So a small pullback on that would be healthy, I would say. But at the moment, yeah, no trading opportunities on Bitcoin. Unless you go to these lower time frames and you're open to counter trend trading, then so be it. I would suggest reducing your risk and managing those trades very closely. Look, I apologize if I'm looking over this way. I'm reading the questions. I'm just waiting for for some confirmation to say that the internet connection is good. I don't want to repeat what happened yesterday. All right, so yeah, that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. Ethereum was much the same, still bullish. I do have a level in there. I can delete that. Still bullish on the daily. What's the weekly look like? It came up. It tested that all-time high almost on the nose. Yeah, tested that level. It's sort of rejected. The 2-day is messy. All right, yeah, so it seems that connection is good. That's perfect. All right, so yeah, ETH 2-day is trending. It's, yeah, touched that all-time high on the nose. It's pulling back. Daily is, it was still subject to that big sell-off yesterday. What does that mean? It's sort of ruined any trends out there, especially the smaller cap coins. It's really ruined the trend on those. But Bitcoin and Ethereum have sort of, they've held their ground relatively well. Ethereum has pulled back to that $4,000 mark. It fell below that, but it's sitting at around the $4,000 mark. What I'd love to see now is it to push on higher. The daily, we've got those series of higher highs and higher lows. It is a bit messy around this area, but we are in that zone and looking quite bullish, to be honest. So I would still be open to trades, but on these lower time frames, yeah, it's a bit messy. So it's definitely these higher time frames for me. ADA, look, there's not much to say about that. I think I mentioned yesterday that if you want a perfect example of a coin that is doing nothing and moving sideways, ADA was it. No trading opportunities for that. It's, yeah, more or less moving sideways and then bam. Yesterday's big sell-off. It found that support around here where, we pulled back to that level. We've hit that level again. It's not really a round number. It's around the 1.9. So what's going to happen from here? Look, the trend's ruined, so there's no trading opportunities. Binance coin, much the same. Weekly is, we've got that high, the higher low. What's going on with this MACD? Reset. All right, so yeah, what do we have? This candle here, last week's candle was almost bearish. So, we've rejected this price point and closed bearish. Although it is green, it's still a bearish candle, and we're still coming down. The 2-day is trending, right? So we are trending. It's looking nice on the 2-day. So if I was looking for a long trade on Binance, it would probably be on the 2-day. The lower time frames again are just ruined. The trend is not there. Maybe a few levels, but yeah, there's nothing. To be completely honest with you, I've taken most of the day off from trading. I haven't looked at charts. I've been focusing on other things because in markets like this, when they do drop so dramatically in such a short amount of time, it's really hard to trade. And the best thing you can do is just sit on the sideline. You can't pick those sell-offs. You can't try and make money off these flash crashes. The best thing you can do, yeah, is to sit on the sideline and just wait. So yeah, we'll just go from there. XRP is sideways. Yeah, again, subject to the sell-off yesterday. What am I looking at? Yeah, there's nothing there. Solana. Yeah, so daily, 2-day is looking good. It did sell off yesterday, but the daily still pulled back into that zone. It's what don't I like about it? I think this, yeah, it's not that great. The 2-day is in agreement though, so it could be one to watch. If you are looking at trading, it could be one to keep an eye on. But yeah, there's not much. Dot, much the same, big sell-off, nothing there. Doge, again, daily trend, ruined, weekly, sideways. Let's have a look at the 4-hour actually and see what happened. Yeah, look, huge sell-off, which is really unfortunate. I felt like we were, we're really having a good run higher, but yeah, we just didn't get that. LUNAPERP, daily, sideways, weekly, what do we got? It does look very bullish weekly, but the daily is just ruined. And we've got that high, the higher low, lower high. Nothing more to say about that. ENJPERP, again, is a mess. Unfortunately, that's the top 10. There isn't much to say about it. Like I said, Solana's probably the best one out of them all. And I think it was Ethereum, the 2-day. So if you are looking at trading, those two would be my pick. I'm not saying there's trades there at the moment, but it could be worth going to the lower time frame. So in my blue list here, a handful of coins that I've thrown into a list because they didn't, if they, they were subject to that big sell-off yesterday, but they sort of bounced back really strongly. So CRV was it. It was on an absolute tear the last few days. And yeah, we had that sell-off, but yesterday, I think the sell-off, it must have been around this time. It was a healthy pullback to that cradle zone. And pretty much just bounced straight back. It just shot off. Didn't really provide us with trading opportunities, to be honest, unless you're open to taking trades where the entry and your stop loss would be massive. I'm certainly not that type of person, but if you are, then good on you. So yeah, CRV was one I was watching just for some lower time frame trades, because it did show that it can reject a big sell-off. Fantom, another one, absolute tear over the last few days. It did fall pretty hard, and unfortunately, if you're in this long term, or you did catch a trade, back here somewhere, then you're probably trailing your stop up and would have got stopped out last night. It is unfortunate, but it does happen. It certainly happens to the best of us, but it's another one that I'm keeping an eye on, because it has moved pretty strongly today, considering. ASD was another one, trending. It does look a little bit thin, but another one that is trending and didn't really, it wasn't really affected by yesterday's sell-off. Defi, another one, much the same, trending. It's there. It's in a good spot. Enjin, again, we've got a huge, God, what is that? That's huge. Fell 21% over a couple of hours. So look, it did fall, but it has rejected and it is moving strong. So yeah, one to keep an eye on. FIDAPERP, again, trending. It's looking nice. Maybe worth looking at these lower time frames for trading opportunities. HNT, again, same thing. Link. Matic was one I wanted to have a little talk about. So yeah, again, was subject to the big sell-off, but I do have a level in here. It's not a super strong level, but it has sort of rejected. We did get a close above that level, so that's a really good sign for bullish momentum. What I'd love to see is a pullback to that level, but we might not get that. I think some news came out about Matic as well, being the platform for a gaming NFT or something that's got something to do with Pokemon, I think it is. So yeah, might be one to keep an eye on over the next few days. And LUNAPERP is another one that's had a really good run. Did pull back on this 12-hour into that zone, but yeah, it sort of didn't give us what we wanted in that area. But it's just taken off again today, 19%, and it's we're only halfway through the day. So yeah, another one that I would definitely be keeping an eye on for trading opportunities. It is those lower time frames. Just I would probably reduce my risk just because of that. It does happen. There's nothing saying that it won't happen again. So yeah, reduce your risk. Look for those perfect trades. And yeah, we'll go from there. Let's have a look at these questions. So do you suggest, hang on, I'll go a bit higher. So Addison, hi Reece, what's your thoughts on a long-term investment strategy? Will the current market position change your portfolio / buy sell? The current market condition, look, we are very high. Most coins are at an all-time high, if not approaching that. I think if you are looking to add any coins to your long-term portfolio, I would do it with caution. You should have been doing that, a couple of months ago when we did go through that big crash. Myself, Craig, and I think a few other apprentices, we did release some videos about longer term investments. How I did a video on how I sort of locate my entries and how I manage those longer term investments. To be honest with me, I wouldn't be looking at entering, but the bottom of those candles of where we pulled back to yesterday would be a great position for a trailing stop, in my opinion. I heard on the news that there were going to be some options liquidated on Bitcoin. Yeah, look, some people would be pretty mad today, I think. Yeah, Bob, we try and do a scan like this, a few times a week. It's just, yeah, unfortunately, yesterday's scam was going to be a really good one. My internet played up, so again, I apologize. Today's looking a little bit better, but the market's wrecked, so perfect. You think ADA is stablecoin now on? Do I think ADA is going to be a stablecoin? I don't think it's going to be a stablecoin. I clicked the link above and I joined with 1 ETH and received 3 ETH. There you go. Thanks for that message. Sounds very legitimate. If you are semi-smart, you'll know that that is not legitimate, so do not click that. We do have scammers, we are reporting them. You've just got to laugh, like, good on them for trying, but I think, yeah, you'd be silly if you're clicking on those stupid links. All right, so that's the video for today, guys. Thanks for joining. As always, like, share, subscribe. And if you haven't, head over to the website, complete the free course, you know, join the community. You've got nothing to lose. You'll get a lot of benefit out of it. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys. See you next time.